Yes, guys, it's Nitty Nast and welcome. In this video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at some of the latest rumours and leaks in regards to Call of Duty 2016. Bearing in mind, these are basically just rumours. There is no actual foundation, no proof or anything else in regards to any of this kind of information. A lot of it's actually come from the YouTuber Biblical Reaper, who has been right quite a few times before, so I will leave a link down in the description down below for you guys to go and check that particular video out if you so wish. But what we're going to be doing is covering some of the information from that and just a few other little bits as well. Now, as we've heard before with certain other things, we've had Call of Duty Bloodlines, apparently the so-called leak from that, and a lot of people got us thinking that maybe, just maybe, there's going to be World at War. You know, Bloodlines looking back to the past, you know, your past relatives and stuff like that, maybe taking some of the particular names from the Modern Warfare series and then going back and maybe using people like their granddads or something like that and using that maybe in a World at War scene, which a lot of people would be very, very happy with. But what a lot of people would be happy with is boots on the ground. Now, this is going to bring me to the next particular point, because for me personally, I can't see boots on the ground coming back. I really, really don't. I know a lot of people are screaming and going, "You're crazy, Nearly, come on, we want boots on the ground," which we do. I mean, it's all going to be good fun. I don't mind having a bit of a change, but the way this Call of Duty franchise is moving, I can't see it. I really, really can't. I can't see it happening. Personally for me, because if you look back, Infinity Ward have had a 3-year cycle. Now, this game has been in development before Advanced Warfare come out, before Black Ops 3 come out. So, in regards to that, they would have seen the way that those particular companies were going forward, and they probably thought that was a better way to go. This is why the information coming from Biblical Reaper could very well have some great deal of substance. Now, basically, it's all set around that Call of Duty is going to be moving to space. Yes, space. Now, a lot of people have been hearing this rumor as well, and for me personally, I quite like space. I mean, I like Star Wars, I like Star Trek and stuff like that. I'm a bit of a geek. I don't really give a shit. I mean, I quite enjoy it. I know a lot of people are thinking, "Oh my god, I'm not going to be buying this particular franchise ever again just because of this," but it depends how they deliver the game and things like that to see whether it's actually worth buying. So let's just have a look through some of the information. First of all, the title that you actually seen in one of this particular website before it was actually taken offline, it said Call of Duty Genesis. Now, this is apparently the title of the upcoming 2016 game. So that could be quite interesting to see. But what is very, very interesting is the maps. Now, what he had was a particular section. Now, maps. Now, bear in mind, like I say, this is all set in space. So, one of the maps basically had an Earth. So Earth, just a tiny little Earth in the middle of the screen sort of thing, and then a tunnel like with waves flowing around it. Now that sounds to me, if you're like a bit of a Star Trek, you know, guy like me or anything else like that, it does sound like a bit like a warp tunnel. You know, way like the actual ships are set off, or even like the Millennium Falcon for Star Wars, anything else like that. And apparently that's a map. I'm not too sure how they're going to set that out as a map, but that sounds quite interesting. Then the other one was like a space shuttle, like a really big space shuttle that you actually were inside fighting against other players. And in regards to that, if someone actually got shot, they actually floated off into space. I mean, they just literally floated off away. So there must be some form of gravity boots. Maybe you'll be walking onto the walls and things like that, and then when you actually get shot, and you die, you can just go start floating off into space. So that's a little bit quite interesting to see whether it is. I mean, personally, I quite like the sound of it. I really, really do. I'm not even going to sit on the fence with this one. I mean, it does sound quite fascinating. Whether it plays all right, I really, really don't know. And how the movement system is going to be with that kind of thing is another thing altogether. Then moving on to the next section, which he had was a create a class section. Now, in this create a class section, basically, he had a specialist, and they had 6 slots. So basically, like the way the Black Ops 3 is set up at the moment, you know, with your weapons and that, so you're going to be able to have 6 attachments, which personally for me I quite enjoy. Then we actually had ability. So sounds like the specialists are coming back, you know, some form of specialist ability, so that's going to be quite interesting as well. And then also with the kill streaks as well. So it does sound like to me that they're going to copy the same kind of setup, the same kind of theme as Black Ops 3. And another thing that they did mention in this particular Tumblr was that the movement system is the same as Black Ops 3. So this is going to be quite interesting. Whether that they've seen that Treyarch have been making these games that everybody seems to be enjoying so much that they decided just to follow suit and just think, you know, let us just jump straight onto this bandwagon. We'll keep what they're doing. They seem to be on a winning formula, and they're going to copy that kind of system. So with the kind of class setup, with the abilities and stuff like that, it doesn't look like specialists are back, like I say, and also the movement system from Black Ops 3. So you're going to have to let me know, guys, exactly what you're thinking. I know a lot of people are going to be up in arms about this. And then also, the last thing is basically that this whole game is basically going to be heavily influenced by space. So for me, I'm going to find it quite interesting, and I like to see something new. I like to see something different, and it just put it towards where the Activision said that Infinity War going to do something innovative, if I can get my words out, you know, and they were going to try something completely new, completely different, and this does sound completely new and completely different. So for me, these rumours do have quite a bit of substance. So it is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. But leave everything in the comment section below. Let me know exactly what you're thinking about this. I know a lot of people are going to be up in arms, especially if there's going to be no boots on the ground. But anyway, guys, coming up on my screen is my subscribe button. Make sure you jump in on that. And guys, if you drop a like on this video and support my channel, it'd be even better. This is Nearly Last, and I'll catch you later.